Welcome to Huddle Adventures. I'm Eddie. Laura's in here right now. I have breaking cruise news from Carnival today, guys. They sent an email out earlier titled Culinary Update Voyages from November 7th, 2022 onwards. It's a guest advisory. I'm going to read it to you. It's dated November 2nd, 2022. It says, Dear Carnival guests, we have all experienced the impact of inflation, higher fuel prices, and supply chain challenges. The food supply chain challenges have been further complicated by global politics and a myriad of laws regarding how we source products and how crops and animals are farmed and handled. At Carnival, we have worked very hard to minimize the impact on our guests, committed to our promise to make Carnival the most memorable, fun, and best value vacation option on land or at sea. We have reached a point with our food costs, however, where we must take some modest but specific actions, which we know most of you have done yourselves, whether with your dining out patterns or shopping to stock the refrigerator or pantry. Food is part of the fun on Carnival Cruise, and we have no intention of changing that. We have amazing complimentary dining options across the fleet. Many of our guests never spend anything on food once they get on board, and yet they never have to eat the same thing twice if they choose not to. Our specialty dining restaurants expand that variety and allow our guests to treat themselves to fine dining options at less than what they would pay for comparable shoreside experience. All of that will continue, but we ask for your understanding as we implement the following changes, which will take place immediately on sailings departing as of November 7th, 2022. Dining. Steakhouse prices across the fleet will increase to $48 per person from the current $42 per person. In addition, per person prices, especially dining restaurants on specific shifts, for example, Rudy's Sea Grill and Bonsai Teppanyaki, will also increase. These changes reflect the higher costs we must pay for these fine menu items. I'm assuming they're going to be $48 each also. They didn't make that clear here. For sailings departing through December 31st, 2022, specialty dining reservations paid in advance of the sailing will be charged the current price. Reservations made on board will be subject to the new prices. So if you don't book ahead of time, you get on your cruise before the end of December, you're going to pay the higher price if you book on board. For sailings January 1st, 2023 and onward, specialty dining reservations already paid as of today's date will be honored at the current rate. So you have until today, November 2nd, if you book specialty dining for your cruises you have booked in 2023, sounds like you'll be able to get the current price. You can reserve and prepay for your specialty dining on the Manage by Booking tab on Carnival.com or the Carnival Hub app. Please note the steakhouse price adjustments are not applicable to Australian sailings. In the main dining room, we will continue to offer lobster on itineraries of 6 days or more, but it will be moving to the second elegant evening instead of the current offering on the first elegant night. The lobster isn't going to swim away. We just ask that you wait for it further into your voyage. They didn't explain what that was about. Finally, food waste initiatives. Across our fleet, including sailings from Australia, we will be implementing initiatives to help minimize food waste, which include the following. Complimentary self-service ice cream and frozen yogurt will be available from 11 a.m. to 12 midnight instead of 24/7. So you can still have ice cream every day, multiple times a day, and as much as you want, but from lunch until midnight snack. While ice cream for breakfast or at 2 a.m. sounds like a great idea when you're on vacation, the truth is that we are seeing lots of waste, and this is one of those times when we ask guests to join in our efforts to reduce food waste in a way that will have a negligible impact on the overall vacation experience. In addition, we want you to enjoy our favorites and sample offerings you haven't tried before while dining with us in the main dining room. But we encourage you to follow the golden rule of dining. Take what you want, but eat what you take. And remember, you can always ask for a half portion if something looks too enticing to pass up. Guests may continue to order a second complimentary entree if they choose. However, effective immediately, a third entree will incur a US $5 charge. Now, I have witnessed vlogs where people go and eat, 8 servings of lobster on in an MDR and stuff like that. So and they did that in the past at no additional fee. But apparently, the first two were always included, but they must have just thrown in additional entrees just without no regard to following the limit. But now there's going to be a $5 charge per entree above 2. Along these lines, we will continue to look closely at consumption habits and guest preferences so we can meet our food waste reduction goals while still offering you an abundance of delicious, high-quality, casual, and fine dining options. We want to make sure you are well-fed and entertained as a guest on our ships, just as if you were a guest in our home, but we really hate to see food go to waste. If we see a menu item that is not popular or think of a better way to serve a food item that can reduce waste, we owe it to our planet to make the right change while still assuring you plenty of food and tasty treats. We will continue to do our very best to make sure Carnival dining experience is a key part of your memorable vacation, but we wanted to provide this update so you understood how we are managing the many challenges we're facing, and to thank you for understanding and your cooperation. We look forward to welcoming you on board and meeting your every culinary whim and dining favorite. Thank you for your support. Sincerely, Christine Duffy, President, Carnival Cruise Line. So, another change, another what some will consider a cutback. It does make sense. So, you figure if the ice cream machines are running nonstop all night long, it becomes wasteful. I'm sure you guys have been on cruises before. You walk down the hallways in the early morning and you see, or middle of the day, and you see room service food like full sandwiches and meals that are just like $7:45, and full danishes and donuts and stuff. They don't even have a bite out of them, sitting on trays being ready to throw out. So they're trying to get a better handle on that. The food waste is an issue, and they try to be environmentally sound, and they don't want to waste money. So that's why we have this. That's why this is happening. So with that said, I want to thank you for tuning in and watching our cruise news. We love you being here. If you would, please hit that subscribe button. Give us a like. Those things help our channel grow. We are here for you. We're all things cruising. Bye-bye.